My name's Tim Andrea. This campaign, called This Digging is Soulful Work, concerns a digging project at the Idaho National Laboratory. It's been underway since 2005. It's called the Accelerated Retrieval Project. So in the 1950s and 60s, plutonium-contaminated waste from Rocky Flats, Colorado, that's where they were making nuclear bombs, was shipped up to Idaho and buried at the Idaho National Laboratory in unlined pits directly over the Snake River aquifer. It's estimated that half the barrels were breached when they dumped them into the pits. There was spring flooding at least one time before they covered the pits, and barrels were floating. They had to shoot them to sink them. Since 2005, they have been doing this accelerated retrieval project, finding and digging up all targeted waste. This is waste that they have determined by various criteria is most urgent to dig up and most quickly to be driven down towards the aquifer. So they're digging up targeted waste. They will have completed ARP next fall. So that's in the fall of 2020. So this campaign, called This Digging is Soulful Work, is, I'm not getting technical about it. That's their job, to do the technical work. And I'm a mental health counselor, and so I'm looking at the more human picture. I'm looking at the way that when you actually sit with your mistakes, you sit with your human fuck-ups and really see it and look at it, it makes us more human, and it makes us less likely to repeat the same kind of mistakes. And so I see this accelerated retrieval project coming to kind of a crossroads moment when it has completed digging up all targeted material. And to me, it seems a perfect opportunity to take a day of pause, to reflect on the whole situation, to draw that thread from history of this contaminated ground to where we've arrived at now, and potentially to even grieve the present situation, which cannot be remedied. I want to invite the workers at the Accelerated Retrieval Project, anyone involved in it, to be paid to, if they want to take a day of rest, pause, reflection, to grieve this part of the necessary grief of our times. The fact that this ground directly over the Snake River aquifer, the sole source of drinking water for 300,000 Idahoans, will be contaminated for the next 250,000 years. So my proposal is to raise money to cover the cost of any workers who would want to take a day of pause and reflection, that they could be paid what they normally would be paid. I'm asking anyone who is interested in adding this human element to the process to chip in. If you chip in even $1, you too will be invited to participate. I'm just trying to add a layer of story and a layer of reflection to what's ongoing, because I think that will serve the overall health of the project and the overall efficiency of the work being done. I think the more we're able to confront the mistakes that were made in the past, the less we're likely to repeat them.